Hi, Mike Ellis here in Dublin with Gavin Harrison, and this is the Tech's Perspective. I want to talk to Gavin about his rack, specifically because I have used them myself, and I think he's got some very unique ideas that will be of interest to people who maybe do use racks or are thinking of using them. So, Gavin, can you tell me why did you choose to use a rack as opposed to stands?
Stands. Well, I've got probably a larger setup than average,
right,
and I like a lot of cymbals, and it was difficult on tour because I'm not setting my kit up on tour. I have people like you who do it, thankfully, and it just made sense to me to get a rack. As you can see, I've got mic stands on the rack, I've got all the cymbals on the rack, the toms are mounted on the rack, and it just makes for easy setup, keep a nice clean floor. You know, otherwise you just got a forest of stands that are all interlocking, and you're trying to get one leg through another leg. A rack always made good sense to me.
Okay. I'm particularly interested in the way that you've marked it out, because I like I say, I've used racks before and I have my own way of doing it, but this is, I think, particularly interesting. What gave you the idea for it?
Well, in particular, I mean, you can see down on the bottom of the leg, it says leg 3, and you line up those arrows. Now that is important because at the top of this bar, I'm using a clamp which holds a cymbal. So this leg has to be at the right twist, otherwise this cymbal stand is not going to go in the right place.
Right, so the whole, what you're saying is from the top all the way down to the bottom is specifically marked, so long as those feet end up in the right place on the mat, and those arrows line up down there, and that memory lock is lined up, and this mark here is lined up, and that mark there is lined up, your cymbal is guaranteed to be in the right place.
Guaranteed. And as you see, I mark each stand with the symbol that it holds. So this says 15C, that's a 15 crash. And I think there on the rack,
it's repeated down here.
So as long as you know which way round my cymbals go,
well,
you don't actually have to know which way my cymbals go because it's marked.
Exactly.
This is the 15 crash. And likewise with all the others. Some of them are mics, holding the mics, some of them are toms, the splash, you know, the crash. It's kind of all laid out as simple as I could think of it, really.
Okay. Well, it's a great system. The only downfall is that I can't actually read.
Oh, oh no.
Bye-bye.
See ya.